Hi everyone, this is Gordon Horne Official bringing you a LEGO review. Today I'm reviewing the Series 10 LEGO Minifigures. Now this was the first time I ever got a complete series of these minifigures. I've adored them for a long time and I've always wanted to get a full series. So anyway, on with the review. So the first minifigure we have is the Librarian. Now the Librarian comes with two accessories. She comes with a mug that is quite a comical feature from LEGO because of course you have to be quiet in a library. And she also comes with a book. Librarians aren't complete without books. I'm not sure if this is meant to parody a classic title of a book or something, but it's a bit odd, but I suppose due to copyright they can't use a real title, so if anybody can tell me what the title this is a parody of, then I'd be very grateful. There's nothing inside the book, and it's blank on the back. Figure herself, she sports glasses, a very nice looking jumper, or cardigan, and I think this is meant to be a skirt and boots. It just seems a little odd to have the yellow lines there, because they do go round the side, but it doesn't really look like bare leg, but I think that's what it's supposed to be anyway. There's no second face or back printing on this minifigure. And that, I think that's all I have to say for this one. And the second minifigure in this wave is Medusa. Of course, the famous Gorgon from, I think it's Greek mythology. You're supposed to look at her and you turn to stone. So look away now if you don't want to turn to stone, because she's coming to get you. No. Anyway, Medusa is probably the biggest figure in this wave due to the fact that she's got a really big piece for her bottom half, which is kind of like the mermaid piece except it's got a snake tail. I love the printing on the torso here because it looks very snake-like. I think it's meant to be scales, and I don't know if you can see here, it looks like two snakes, which I think is a very nice feature because it's like they're wrapping round. The hairpiece on this figure is brilliant. It's basically the snakes that make Medusa famous. The snakes you're not meant to look at. Snakes for hair. Medusa sports a very angry looking face, and she also sports a quite calm and neutral face. I think that's meant to be. No back printing apart from on the head. Next minifigure in this wave is the Roman Centurion, and he came with a sword, a cape and a very nice looking helmet. I believe the helmet is identical to what was on the original Roman soldier figure that I think was seen around series 6 or 7, just with the added on plume, which is very nice. I like this figure a lot. He's got a really angry expression, very determined. Very nicely printed on. He's got kind of epaulets here. He's got a very nice belt. I think the brown lines on the bottom of the feet are meant to look like sandals. A very good attempt, but from a distance it looks a bit off, sadly. And the next figure in this wave is the Warrior Woman. Now, I like to think that this figure is based on Queen Boudica. I don't think it is meant to be Boudica necessarily, but it's possibly Boudica. She sports a very nice looking spear. I've got a couple more of these spears in the Lord of the Rings wave, except the tops are silver. Always very nice to get these spears, because I remember the old ones from classic sets looked a bit... they didn't look very convincing. She also comes with this shield that's got an eagle printed on it. Again, a very nice feature. The printing on this figure is lovely. You've got the swirls here. They look very Celtic, and I think that's what they're meant to be, but again, don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's Boudica or not. I like the boots on this figure more, because again you've got the yellow lines here, but the curved tops make them look more like boots. So the yellow bits do look like exposed skin on the legs. She also sports the metal dress piece, which looks really nice. On the back there is no back printing, but she is a very nice figure, and she sports an angry expression. Again, a really determined one. A lot of the warrior minifigures do. This one's no exception. The next minifigure in the wave is the Tomahawk Warrior. Now, he sports his tomahawk axe, of course. I think this one is meant to be either Native American or Aztec or probably Inca, but I'm not sure what he would be. It's a bit of an odd figure really, because he sports a Mohican. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. He sports a very nice feather around his neck, and the body paint on here is very nice. And if you go into his arm, you can see he's got more body paint there. There's no back printing as such, and there's more printing on the arm there. Although it is a lot like Tonto from the Lord of the Rings series? No, the Lone Ranger series. Now the next figure is the Hang Glider. He's very nice. I love the printing on this one. You've got all the straps that a hang glider would normally have. You've got like the harness and stuff. It's very nicely detailed and very nicely printed. He sports a backpack, which probably conceals the parachute. He's got a really nice helmet, which I believe has been used in other sets for rollerbladers, cyclists, all them. And the expression on his face is just priceless. It actually looks like he's flying in midair and the wind's coming to the sides of his mouth. I like the goggles as well. And he's a really fun figure because it's always fun to drop him from height to make it look like he's gliding. Next we have the Bumblebee Woman. This figure is the costumed figure in this series. She comes with a very nice honey pot, nice and round. There's space in there to put studs if you want to. I haven't, because I've got no yellow looking studs that would look like honey. It doesn't come with any. The headpiece is very nice. It's made of rubber. Not a lot of figures have the rubber headpiece, but I suppose it's cheaper to manufacture, and it still looks the part. Can't get it back on her now. She sports a really cheeky grin with rosy cheeks, and the stripes on the torso are very nice. And if you go around the back, you've got the wings, no back printing and no second face. Next you have Grandpa. This has to be one of my favourites of this series, not just because he sports a really nice new bald head feature which has never been seen on LEGO minifigures before. It's due to the fact that He reminds me of my grandfather, who's no longer with us sadly, because he's got a cup and he's got a newspaper, and I remember that my grandfather would sit having a cup of coffee in the morning reading his newspaper. The newspaper piece is lovely. It's got a picture of, it's got a picture of a 1950s car on there, which is very nice. The cup is plain, unlike the one the librarian has in this series, but that's okay because you can never have... Whoa, it flew away. Too many coffee mugs in the LEGO world, and LEGO seem to be putting them in more and more sets recently. He sports a bow tie and braces, and the top of the trousers are actually printed onto the torso, so it looks like they're extending down to the legs, which works incredibly well. He also has back printing, the back of the braces, and also the back of the trousers, and it's very nice. I think if I had to pick a favourite minifigure in this series, it would be this one. Next we have the paintballer. Now the paintballer comes with a very nice paintball gun. I've never gone paintballing myself before, so I'm not sure what it's like, so I can't really explain how this works, but I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me. He sports a tracksuit, which has got loads of zips on it, and also loads of paint splashes, of course. He's got a really nice grin, as though he's saying, "I'm coming to get you." He'll shoot you in a minute. His helmet is really nice. This white visor piece has been seen in LEGO Star Wars sets before. I've got quite a few from, I think it's the AT-AT set, and the helmet is very nicely shaped. We've never had a helmet like that before, as far as I'm aware. And there's even a paint splatter on the helmet. On the back, he's got a nice orange paint splatter there. So it looks like he's definitely been in the wars. The next minifigure in this series is the Sea Captain. The Sea Captain comes with a very nice seagull, again made of the same rubbery material that the Bumblebee Woman headpiece is made from. The Sea Captain himself, he reminds me of Captain Birdseye. I love the peaked cap he sports. It's very nice, and he's also got the details on his arms here and there. He comes with a really nice anchor badge, nice coat, lovely jumper. He also sports binoculars to look out to sea, but sadly you can't place them in his direct eyesight, which is a shame. You can just about do it, but not really. Next we have the Sad Clown. A very basic figure really, but it's nice to have. I believe there's other clowns in the minifigure series before this one, but I like this one due to the fact it's got an Elizabethan looking brace around the neck. Poor little fella has a tear streaming from his eye. I suppose you could use this figure as a mime, actually. He's not really the most useful figure. Now we come to my favourite minifigure of the Series 10 wave. It is the Revolutionary Soldier. Now the reason he's my favourite is because of the torso. Now I'm sure many of you are aware that I'm a big fan of the musical Les Mis, and I looked at this figure and I thought that torso looks very Les Mis. So if I ever wanted to do Les Mis stop motions, I would be able to probably army build this figure and get the torsos. I think instead of being French though, I think he's from the American Wars. I'm not sure which war in America he's meant to be from, but he sports a powdered wig that has a nice bow down there to tie it, and he has a little bit of back printing there. Basic legs, white, and he comes with his blunderbuss, of course. The blunderbuss is a very nice gun, and LEGO have done it a lot of times. It's not a new piece. The next minifigure we have is the baseball player. This figure has a really nice glove for catching flying baseballs. He sports a very nice looking uniform, no back printing. The cap is quite nice. It's a new piece, I think. I can't be too certain, but nothing special really. I think we do get a sports related figure every series, so I think this was the one. Next we have the trendsetter, or as I like to call her, Paris Hilton. She sports a blonde hair. Really nice piece that. I think it's brand new. She's got some really nice sunglasses. She also sports a very nice mobile phone to text and chat to all her friends. She wears bling round her neck, as trendsetters do, probably, I don't know. And I think the highlight of this figure is the dog. Very nice little chihuahua. Glad she didn't come with a handbag to put the chihuahua in. Second last figure we have is the painter. Now, he's lovely. I really like him. He's got his apron, which is covered in paint splatters. He's got the trousers, which are also covered in paint splatters. That's all printed, which is really nice. He's got a little bit of paint splatter on his face. He sports a really nice white cap that I think a lot of indoor decorators wear. He comes with a very nice paint rolling piece, and he also comes with a bucket. Some of you will see the continuity with this figure. Of course, you don't use a paint roller with a bucket, you use a paint roller with a tray. But I don't think LEGO make trays, so they just put the bucket in there. It's a very nice feature and a very nice figure. And he also has a little bit of back printing there. And last but not least, we have the very hippie looking mechanic. He's got a really big moustache. He looks like a motorbiker, really. He sports a black wrench, which is really nice. He's got a chain on that side of his legs, and I'm not sure what this is meant to be on the left here. Very nice belt. It's got a skull on it, and if you look on the back, he's also got skull and crossbones on the back of his torso. His head has no back printing, only on the torso, and he also has a nice tattooed arm here. It's very nice. It's not one of my favourite figures though. It's nothing very special. So now for my final thoughts about Minifigure Series 10. I'm very glad that I chose this one to be the first one that I collected all of. It's got a very nice selection of figures, probably the best selection in all of the series as I've seen so far. This is what it looks like on the shelf. This is the front of the leaflet you get, and that's the back. So, a lot of favourite figures in this series. I think I'm going to rate this series a very well earned 10 out of 10. Of course, it's undoubtedly one of the best minifigure series they've done so far, and I'm very happy to have collected all of them. It's just a shame that that one over there, that bad boy, is super rare, because it would be very nice to have Mr. Gold standing right here, but I'm probably never going to get one. Thank you for watching my first LEGO review, my first proper LEGO review, and I will come back to you with some more LEGO reviews in the future. If you like how I've done this video, please let me know in the comments below what you liked, what you didn't like, or if I could improve any. I will see you next time.